We're just about ready to get the second half of action underway here at the Aces Field. It's high school football action week number 10. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you back with us. Glad to be back with you. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment from the Antwerp Archers and the Aces Pride marching bands. We're ready to get the second half underway at halftime. If you are just joining us, the Antwerp Archers visiting here tonight have the lead by 21 points, 27-6. And they will get the ball first to start the second half of play. The Aces will be kicking off to them. It was just a really frustrating first half for Aces fans, as there were several opportunities for the Aces where they were driving and doing really well offensively down inside the red zone or close to the red zone and giving the ball up to the Archers on turnovers. A diagonal kick, it'll be caught at about the 48-yard line and taken down immediately. So it lined up, it looked like it was going to be Bergman doing the kicking, but it was actually, I think, Baird did it, wearing number 10. And again, it was a short kick and went just over the 10 yards, but caught by one of the up men of the Archers on the Antwerp 48-yard line. And that's where Antwerp will begin the second half of play here, 1st and 10. And again, if you are just joining us, I am here all by myself tonight, so I'm trying to run the camera, call play-by-play, so I know it's not up to the usual standards. Strong carry, that's Ultimus, the quarterback keeper, running up to the far sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Looking to see, I don't see any flags on the field. So first play from scrimmage, and the Archers put it into the end zone to go up 33-6. Over the Aces. As I was mentioning, it was a frustrating first half for the Aces as they turned the ball over several times and they killed some of their better offensive drives in doing so. Hopefully the game will get back on track here in the second half, but the Archers, again, are not going to make it easy for them. That kick is up and looks good. It is. So 34-6 now, a 28-point lead for the Archers. And again, we are in the second half, so if either team goes up by 30 or more points, it institutes the running clock until the margin between the scores goes back under 30 points. So the Aces will have to keep that as sort of in the back of their mind. Again, Antwerp really wanting to win this game. Right now they're in second place in the Green Meadows Conference, and the only chance they have of getting a share of the title with Tenora is to have a victory here tonight. They must win here tonight, and then they have to hope that Fairview can pull the upset off against the Rams. Also, if that happens, Antwerp win here tonight combined with a Tenora loss against Fairview would make the Archers and the Rams co-champions of the Green Meadows Conference for this year. If the Archers lose tonight, then they'll be out of it. And, of course, if the Rams win tonight, the Tenora Rams will be the outright GMC champs for this year. There's the kick. Scooped up by Baird. Baird across the 25. Baird across the 30. Still on his feet. Baird gets to midfield. Cuts back to the 40, to the 30, and they'll finally drag him down inside the 25-yard line. Kyler Baird answers with a strong return as he takes it down inside the 25-yard line where the Aces will set up shop 1st and 10 with 11:34 here to go in our second quarter, or in our second half, in our third quarter of the second half. I'll get it straight. Like I said, I'm here all by myself, so I don't have my usual, spotters and dialogue coaches and everything. All right, here we go. Aaron Klima all alone in the backfield. Looking to try to draw a little bit closer here. Klima dropping back, puts the ball in the air, and knocked away Great second attempt by Bergman, but not able to haul it in. So the pass will be incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 11:28 to go here in quarter number 3. And it'll be 2nd and 10 now for Hicksville. Again, the ball at the Antwerp 22-yard line, thanks to a great return from Kyler Baird. Again, the Aces are going to send 4 guys out wide on the far side. And Bergman over here on his own. High snap, and Klima's going to hang on to it. Klima running forward, spin move, and they'll finally take him down close to the 15-yard line at about the 16. That'll be a pickup of about 7. And quick no huddle. Another snap, and this time Klima's going to hang on to it himself, but he'll be dropped for a little bit of a loss. We'll see where they mark it. And they might get him back to the original line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3 for the Aces. So in 4-down territory without a doubt here for Hicksville. Clock continuing to roll, 10.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. And we're going to have an early timeout called by the Aces. So Hicksville will burn their first timeout of the second half. Again, it'll come with 10:27 to go in the third quarter, as they don't want to have anything go wrong here. This is a must convert down. It's 4th and a long 3 for the Aces. The ball at the 16-yard line. They're down by 28 points, so they need to get some points on the scoreboard. The Archers break their huddle first. They'll head back out to take up their defensive positions. Coach Smith out there going over everything with his offensive team. Again, wanting to make sure everybody is on the same page for this very important play. So Klima will get set here. Klima's going to put the ball in the air. And that will be no good. Baird was not able to hang on to the football, so the pass play gets broken up, and the Aces will turn it over on downs. But at least they'll do it with the ball deep in the Archers' end of the field. Antwerp will have the ball 1st and 10, but it'll be at their own 22-yard line. So they got a lot of real estate to cover to make it back into the end zone here. Altimus looking things over, taking his time, gets the snap, hands it off. That's to Liesty. Liesty over the 30-yard line, gets tripped up and brought down at about the 32. Now they're going to actually say his knee touched at the 31. But that'll be good enough to move the chains. It'll be another 1st down for the Archers. So credit Liesty with 10 yards on the carry and a 1st down for Antwerp. Another handoff. And that was number 8, Caden Recker, and Recker out near the 40. Mark him down at the 39. Clock continuing to roll here. Down to about 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Another handoff, a nice hole, and out to midfield goes Liesty. So that'll move the chains once again for the Archers, as they'll have a 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe. Carson Ultimus again is going to hand it off. Leafy out to about the 48-yard line of the Aces. Short gain, give him a couple of yards. And again, they move the ball forward and keep that clock rolling. Ultimus, quick hitter out to number 21, Landon Brewer. And Brewer will move it close to 1st down yardage. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy. Make it 3rd and about 1. So 3rd and 1 for the Archers. 8:17 to go. Clock stopped when Brewer went out of bounds. And another nice hole, and breaking into the open. That's Leasty. Leasty into the end zone. Touchdown. So Reed Leasty into the end zone to make it 40-6. That'll put the Archers up by 34, and that means that the continuous clock should kick in here on the Aces' next possession, and will continue until the Aces are able to make the margin less than 30 points. So again, we're going to set up here for the extra point. Kick is up, looks good, and it is. So the Aces now find themselves down by 35. It's 41-6 here at Aces Field. And there's a timeout right now as the Aces will get ready to receive the kickoff and go back on offense. Bill Murphy, glad to have you here with us. Again, this is the final football broadcast that we're going to have for the 2021 season, week number 10. The Aces will not be going on to the postseason this year. Looking to, hopefully, they were hoping to add another win to the record for 2021. But those hopes are, to be, let's be honest, starting to dim a little bit here tonight. The turnovers that they had in the first half sort of really put the Aces behind the 8 ball and prevented them from keeping this a pretty close game. It's unfortunate. So the Archers will get ready to kick it back off. Kick comes down, picked up by Balzer. Balzer across the 30. Brody's legs still churning as he works towards the 35-yard line. And Brody Balzer will be brought down at about the 34, where it will be Aces football, 1st and 10. And the continuous clock is in effect as the clock continues to roll without stopping. And the Aces will get on offense, and again, they'll need to get some points on the scoreboard to get the clock back to normal operation. Klima gets the snap, quick handoff, up the middle, and a nice run for Balzer as he takes it across the 40 out to about the 42, 43-yard line. I'll put it at the 43-yard line. Aces are going to work a little no huddle here, it looks like. Another handoff, and that's to Bergman. Bergman gets around the corner on the far end, and he'll take it near midfield. That'll be a first down for the Aces. Klima airing it out, and he overthrows his intended receiver, incomplete. Clock continues to roll. We're down to 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Snap, dropping back, ball in the air. Kind of up for grabs, number of defenders there, it'll be incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10. So the Aces now looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, the ball at their own 49-yard line, just short of midfield. Klima's going to keep it himself. Klima, first down yardage. He's got it and a little bit more. As Klima gets across the 40-yard line, he takes it into Archer's territory down to the Antwerp 37. So it'll be first and 10 Aces from the Antwerp 37-yard line. Clock rolling, 4.5 minutes. Left to go in quarter number 3. And it's going to be another misdirection play. This time Bergman around the corner. Bergman looking for some running room. And Bergman is going to get him another first down as he'll take it down inside the 20 near the 15-yard line. We're going to put the ball at the 16-yard line of Antwerp, where it'll be first and 10 Hicksville. And we're going to have a bit of a razzle-dazzle play here. And timeout called by the Aces. I take that back. Well, the indication was that it was an Aces timeout. But the announcer said Antwerp. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who called it. They haven't changed anything on the scoreboard. Somebody called a timeout, and it's going to be Antwerp. Okay. So Antwerp uses their first timeout of the half to sort of prepare for whatever it is the Aces might have up their sleeve on this first and 10 play from the Antwerp 16-yard line. And again, with the running clock, a timeout is one of the few things that will actually stop the clock. If you score, the clock will stop while you do the extra point conversion. And in this case, should the Aces score, they would cut the margin between the two teams to 29, which would put the clock back on normal operation if they score a touchdown. 6 points would make it a 29-point game. So here we go. A little more standard type formation for Klima and company this time around. Ball caught and hit hard on the far sideline. Down to about the 14, maybe the 13-yard line. Baird was the person who made the catch. And again, took a shot over on the far sideline. Not out about, well, it wouldn't matter either way, running clock. So we go under 3 minutes here. Another handoff. And he'll be brought down out. And it was Balzer, and he'll be brought down at about the 11-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and about 5 for the Aces. High snap, and he throws it out on the lateral, and that'll be a tackle for little to no gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Aces looking at a 4th and 5 from the 11-yard line of the Archers. And gets the play in. They're going to have to hurry it up here. Klima launching it, and up in the air, and no good. Almost caught in the end zone by Bergman, but he couldn't maintain control. The pass is incomplete, and the Aces will turn it over on downs to the Archers at the Antwerp 11-yard line. And since they don't score, the continuing clock continues. Clock is stopped right now long enough for the change of possession and the switching of offensive and defensive teams out on the field. And when they get set, the whistle will blow and the clock will continue. And right now, 1:24 to go in quarter number 3. So that'll restart the clock. Snap. Handoff, and powering it straight ahead close to the 20-yard line. And that was number 23, Miles Doster. Doster, a freshman in the game here. Looks like number 7, Carson Altimus, still in at quarterback here. As we're down to about half a minute to go in quarter number 3. Another handoff and another strong run, still on his feet, headed across midfield. He's down the far sideline. It's a foot race, and they'll finally drag him down around the 20-yard line. And I think that was Brewer with that long run, that carry, and that should be the end of the 3rd quarter. And it is. So that'll wrap up quarter number 3. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Antwerp Archers leading the Aces here at Aces Field 41-6, our 3rd quarter score. Well, as we get ready for 4th quarter action, I want to take some time to say another big thank you to one of our Diamond Level supporters underwriting our football coverage and making it possible for us to be here tonight. And that's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. If you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that is brand new, pre-owned, car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, or You can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at JimSchmidtAuto.com. Don't see what you're interested in? Let the folks at Jim Schmidt know what you're looking for. They always do their best to get you exactly the vehicle you want and one that will best suit you and your family's transportation needs. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale. At the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com. I want to thank them so very much, along with APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, for their underwriting support for the entirety of this football season. It has meant an awful lot to us and all of our viewers. I want to thank them so very, very much. All right, fourth quarter underway. New quarterback, that's number 5, Derek Hines for the Archers. Hines, is just a freshman. And they'll take it down to the 15-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 5. That's another quick handoff. That looked to be to number 16, Dane Shaw. It does look like they have a lot of their younger players in now to finish out the fourth quarter here. Again, this game well in hand for the Archers as they're up by 35, 41-6. They've got the running clock on their side as well. So 11 minutes left to go in this week number 10 football game. What's going to be another tough night for Aces fans here on the gridiron. Derek Hines, again, just a freshman. Long count here as they'll burn off as much clock as they can. Hines, quick handoff. And that was to number 17, which is Hayden Wagner. And Wagner will take it down to the 12-yard line where it'll be 4th and 4, and it looks like they might be going to try a field goal here. So why not? This would be a great time. I mean, if you're going to want to get some practice in at field goal attempts, this is the situation in the game that it makes sense to do just that. So they're going to bring out Walker. And Walker's going to attempt the field goal. Ball will be placed down at about the 22-yard line. Puts his foot into it, and that's not going to be, nope, that'll be no good. That one never had a chance. Walker just didn't get enough foot into it. And it's off to the right side of the uprights, and no good. So the score remains 41-6, and the Aces will take over after the unsuccessful field goal attempt. They'll have the ball on the 12-yard line. Or excuse me, they'll have it on the 20-yard line. First and 10. With the unsuccessful scoring attempt, the clock will stop briefly with 9 minutes and 39 seconds to go in regulation. And here come the Aces, again with a first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And they'll start the clock back up, and here we go. High snap, turnaround pitch. And it looks like a flag thrown. And it looks like that Stuckey is in too for the Aces, number 15 at quarterback now. So with the flag, will back him up 5 yards. So now it'll be 2nd and 12. Move the ball back. And a run out to about the 21-yard line. The Aces are putting in some of their younger players too, so I'm going to have to try to double check the numbers here and the ball carriers. Stuckey dropping back, rolling out, looking downfield, and he's going to be taken down back at about the 10-yard line. So Stuckey gets sacked, and that's going to bring up 4th and about 19, it looks like, for the Aces, as Bergman will come back out onto the field to punt this one away. Deep man for the Archers looks to be Hayden Wagner, wearing number 17. Bergman puts the ball in the air. And that'll be grabbed by number 13, Caden Winslow. And Winslow will be brought to the turf at the 49-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Archers, with 7:02 left in the contest. So here comes Antwerp. Again, Derek Hines, the freshman quarterback, in to finish out the game. Quick handoff across midfield, across the 45, and out at about the 40. That was number 16, Dane Shaw, with the carry. Take it down to the 41-yard line of the Aces. They'll get themselves set and ready to go. Again, a long count. The clock is on their side. Every second that ticks off is 1 second less that the Aces have to work with. And they're just going to take it down to about 5 seconds left on the play clock. Caught. That's number 88 with a spin move and out of bounds. That will be Ben Savina. Savina, a sophomore, getting himself a catch and a carry and a few positive yards on his stat sheet. As we go below, well, we're past the halfway point of the fourth quarter now with 5.5 minutes left to go in the contest. And again, they'll wait till there's 5 seconds on the play clock. Quick snap, handoff, powering forward. Number 33 with the carry, and that is Jackson Jones. Jones take it down to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and about 3. As the Aces, like I said, right now there's really not a lot they can do. The Archers are moving the ball, keeping it on the ground, and they're using as much of the play clock as they can. And that'll be a tackle for a loss in the backfield as the ball was handed off to Shaw, and Shaw will be dropped for a loss. And make it 4th down. And we'll see if the Archers want to punt it or if they're going to just go ahead and run a play and get what yardage they can. And if they don't make the first down, then the Aces will still have the ball pretty deep in their end of the field. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to go for it. Or else they're going to take it all the way down and call timeout and then bring out the punting unit to try to pin the Aces deep. Lateral out, and it's caught, and this could be trouble as it's going to be close to first down yardage on the far end of the field. And he got it. It'll be a first down for the Archers, and that might be about all she wrote for the Aces in this game with the running clock in effect. As down to 3 minutes to go in the contest. So Antwerp letting the play clock roll down. Quick snap, handoff. That's the number 33 working his way through traffic, and Jackson Jones gets down to about the 27, 28-yard line. So Jones will take him down to the 27-yard line where it will be second and about 7 for the Archers. As we'll probably have about 2 minutes left to go in the game when they snap the ball. Again, they're letting the play clock count down. Another handoff, and it'll be wrapped up at about the 30-yard line. So back to the 30-yard line. That'll be the loss of a couple to make it 3rd and 9 with a minute and a half to go in the game. So the Archers letting the play clock run down, the game clock along with it. Ball snapped. Handoff, and again a quick tackle as they give the ball to number 16, Dane Shaw, and Shaw tackled almost immediately. That'll bring up 4th down and about 12. Clock continuing to roll. And the Archers, if they take the play clock way down and then snap the ball and run a play, they might be able to come pretty close to running out the remaining time right here, right now. So it's down to 25 seconds right now. Again, and they'll wait till there's about 5 seconds. Handoff, and he'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line with 17 seconds left. They'll flip the down markers, and they'll place the ball. They'll stop the clock long enough for the teams to switch from their offensive to their defensive units. But really, it's academic at this point. As soon as the Aces take up position, they'll start the clock, and Hicksville will have 17 seconds to work with. They do have a 1 timeout left. So they could stop the clock if they were able to pull off a remarkable play and needed to stop the clock to set something up. Stuckey hands the ball off, working his way through traffic, and that will be the ball game. That's the final whistle, and it's all over. Your final score here tonight in week number 10 varsity football action. It's the visiting Antwerp Archers defeating the homestanding Aces 41-6, the final score. And with that, again, we'll put a wrap on the 2021 varsity football season here on Hicksville Community Television. We want to thank a lot of people over the course of the 10 weeks that we've been following football. Of course, it goes without saying, the Hicksville Athletic Department and Mr. Overmeyer and Haupt, co-athletic directors, giving us our space, helping us out many times, and just being great hosts, as they always are. And also to all of the schools that we visited over the course of the season, their athletic departments and their athletic directors, always making us feel welcome and giving us spots, and we just can't thank them enough. It's just a great, the Green Meadows Conference, just a great conference, and great to be a part of it, even as a broadcaster. So we want to thank all of those people so very much. And huge thanks also to the underwriters making our coverage possible all season long. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. And you can check them out online at aptmfg.com. And if you're looking for work, check out aptmfg.com/careers. And the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Both of them diamond level supporters of Hicksville Community Television, which means that they are underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage on every sport we cover, on every platform that we broadcast on for the entirety of the 2021-2022 school year. We cannot thank them enough. And me personally, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Brian Williams, who was my cameraman for most of this season, and also to Chris Warner, who helped us out a few times and took care of a lot of the social media stuff. I want to thank them both so much for all their efforts throughout the season. And most of all, I want to say a big thank you to all of you. Thank you so very much for joining us for our live streams and being out there in the audience. Thanks for the nice comments that you have made, and hope that you have enjoyed the coverage. Again, maybe not the best outcome tonight, and I realize I'm here all by myself, so not quite the same caliber of coverage as you got used to, but I appreciate all of you so very much. Thanks to all of you who have subscribed to the HIX-TV YouTube channel and click the bell for the notifications. If you have not done so, if you'd like to, we would love to have you as part of our subscriber base. And also for all those who are with us and keeping up to date with all the posts on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. You know, we'd love to have you like the Facebook page and become a follower of that as well, so we can keep you up to date with all the stuff that's going on here at Hicksville Community Television, and you don't miss out on any of our programming, whether it's tape delayed or on the live stream side of things. So again, thanks so much to all of you. You're the reason why we do it, and we cannot tell you how much we appreciate you being out there and being along with us for all these live stream broadcasts. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to head out for the evening as we put a I guess an exclamation point on the end of a tough season for the Aces. But the good news is that they got a great coach and they got a great foundation, and Hicksville will be back, and we'll see better things, I'm sure, in the future. Every team has a down year, and like I said, it's a test and it's a learning experience, and it's one of the great things about sports. So you learn to rise above adversity and bounce back, and the Aces are going to be able to do just that, I am sure. So again, thank you so very much, everybody. Have yourself a great rest of your weekend. Take care. One last time, final score tonight in week number 10. It's the visiting Antwerp Archers knocking off the Aces 41-6, the final score. And with that, I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television. Thanks again for joining us. Have a good night and good sports.